bit. But I'd like to kind of part from our adults, make sure we all catch stuff. I want to show you how to do a trick, all right? And show you what happens. So, let me come back. And, you know, as you're going to see, magic is based on very, very simple principles. So, it's important I try to fool you with the trick first when I teach magic. Because otherwise, you see it and you go, that's not that good of a trick. But if I can fool you with it, then you'll watch really, really close when I teach it to you guys. So I'm going to try to fool you with this and then show you how it's done. And, you know, when we enter time today or tomorrow or next Saturday or whenever, the library's got wonderful books on magic and science right over here. And that's where I started doing magic. I was about 10 years old. I went to a library and I got a magic book, and that's where I started, okay? So a tremendous, take a look. They've got lots and lots of great books that you can check out and take home. But I warn you, when you read the trick, it doesn't sound as good. Doesn't sound as good. You got to be fooled by it, all right? So let me try to fool you with this trick, and then I'll teach you how it's done, and it will illustrate how you really got to work through a trick to make it go from the books, okay? So let me show you what I'm talking about with this napkin, Kleenex. Let me see what I'm going to do. Yeah, I'm going to tear up the napkin into lots and lots of little pieces and probably do some magic with it. So watch really, really close when I do this. Take it like this. As you watch, you're making in your brain all those hypotheses of how this works. Scientists do that all the time. It's how they solve problems and cure diseases and get space travel and all that kind of stuff. It goes together. And we take and we curl it up into a little hand. Now, I'm going to tell you when I get to the teaching part, I'm going to talk a lot about the left hand. It doesn't seem important now, but when I do the teaching part, it's going to be real important. Oh, don't get me wrong. The napkin's going to be important too. But so is that hand. Now, you're going to learn we have to have a trick. We have to have something to make people's hypothesis not come true. And I think I've got it right here. It's a key to the trick. I've got it in my back pocket. Let me get the key to the trick out and see if I can't show you something. Here it is, the key to the trick. I wave it over the top like that, key to the trick. Just like that, and place it back in. And if I did my work right, I hope, oh yeah. Yeah, you knew what was going to teach you. Yeah, we're all the way back to a full Kleenex that looks like that. Huh? Yeah. You want to learn how to do that? Let me show you how to do that. All right, I'll show you. I cheat. You're right. I heard her hypothesis. I cheat. I use 2 napkins. All right? And I get them when I go back in my case. And I curl one up like this in my hand. I get it when I go back in my case. That's where I get it from, okay? Now, when I'm doing the trick, I want to use 2, the same colored napkin. But when I teach this to you, let me, I got a different color. Because if I use a different color, you will know what I'm doing. Okay, so I got 2 colors. One is curled up secretly, held in my hand. That's what magicians call palming. Palming, just like that. This is the one that I showed you. Okay, I'm just making a different color so you can watch what happens. But this is the one I showed you. And then I proceeded to do this. And I did it again and again and again. This is what magicians call tearing up the napkin. Nothing clever about me, but they already know that. Here we go. I'm tearing up lots and lots of pieces. So that everybody in the audience is sure that I've torn it apart. Now here's my job. I don't know if you noticed I was being really careful. I have to fold up these pieces so they look like the other ones. I roll them in nice and tight like this here. Now I got to tell you, if you go home today and show people at home, say you're at the library, we had a magic and science show and I showed you a trick. Be careful. Don't show them this hand. Then they catch you. Don't show it to them. Keep it closed up. The other one you can show them as much as you want. That's not a problem. This one, keep closed up. Okay, here's my job, folks. I got to switch the torn pieces for the good pieces. And I go back to science. I reach into my back pocket, and every eye in this room watches my hand go to my pocket. That's what everybody does. It's a natural, scientific, cute reflex. And at that point, right in front of your eyes, I switch the napkins. Yeah, I switch them out. All right? I hope nobody caught me, but I'm going to show you now how I do it. There they are. I reach back here. Remember I was talking about this is the key to the trick, I say. And I reach back here. Look what I'm doing. In the meantime that I'm doing that, I'm just taking, this one's going down, the torn one's, the good one's coming up. Take out the key to the trick, wave it over the top, say magic by wall, magic by wall, magic by wall. That's what magicians call advertising. Place it back in here like this. And of course I'm left with this all piece all the way back together. Now wait, I know you're left with the torn pieces. Get rid of them any way you want. What I do is one more bit of advertising, one more magic by Walt, and if I'm any kind of magician, I should be able to take that and put it, oh,